presents on Hot 923.
Welcome to an all-new broadcast of Chris Epps Presents here.
We on fire!
On Atlanta's Hot R&B station, Hot 92.3 on iHeart
Radio.
Although the show is based in Atlanta, we are streamed internationally on the iHeart Radio platform. So shout out to our listeners in New York, Toronto, Brazil, Jacksonville, Charlotte, and Detroit.
D-Town.
And help me welcome my lovely co-host to the show this morning. Sitting in the studio with me is the tall drink of water, the classy, the sassy, the street correspondent, the resident. Sunshine, how you doing this morning?
I'm just fine. I'm grateful. I'm hot. I'm cold. I don't know. You can call me the flu.
Because there's a lot going on outside,
Baby,
ain't it?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm here. You can call me here. Here.
It's the journey.
Also, keep them in your thoughts and your prayers. Our other co-hosts, Josh and Corliss, who are not here
We
today,
love y'all.
tending to family matters. So do you make sure that you keep them in your thoughts and prayers. So listen, we're going to go into Chris Epps Presents National Diabetes Month. You know that we educate while we entertain, and we entertain while we educate. And this November, we are turning awareness into action. National Diabetes Month shines a light on one of the most common yet preventable health conditions in our community. Here's the real talk. Black and African American adults are nearly twice as likely to be diagnosed with diabetes compared to white adults, and more likely to experience complications like heart disease, kidney failure, and loss of vision. But knowledge is power, and prevention starts with presence.
Yes, it does.
Prevention starts with daily choices like moving your body. 30 minutes a day makes a huge difference. So make sure that you are getting active and continuing the journey to let people know that you're still here.
Here. And I think,
And then choose water over sugary drinks. Keep your plate colorful with veggies, whole grains, and lean proteins. Get regular checkups and know your blood sugar numbers. And for those living with diabetes, management means mastering your mindset. Monitor your glucose levels. Take medications as prescribed. Eat balanced meals and stay active. Build a support. Can I say that?
Support squad.
That's not what happened. That's something else happened. But anyway, build a support squad. Your doctor, your family, and your community. And because we know, when we know better, we live better.
Amen.
So let's protect our health, our family, and our future. This November, let's stay sweet, but keep that sugar in check.
That's cute. That was cute.
It's Chris Epps Presents National Diabetes Month here on Atlanta's Hot R&B station, Hot 92.3 on iHeart Radio. Again, where we entertain while we educate, and we educate while we entertain. So it is important that we stay active and make sure that you know your numbers. And it's a host of other things that's happening this month as well. It's also National Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month. And so those that are dealing with that and having again, make sure that you are getting the proper care that you need in order to fight the good fight. Amen. To get into to fight the good trouble. Amen.
Everybody get y'all some sour salt.
And listen, we got a whole jam-packed show for you. We got to talk about Sunshine's favorite topic. We got to talk about the elections.
Here we go.
The elections that happened on earlier this week and what's going on around the country. We're going to keep a pulse on that. And then we're going to definitely delve into Sunshine's lane here with the celebrity gossip. We got to talk about these Braxtons.
I need you to know, I went and downloaded the All Black app just so I could watch this. I can't wait to talk about this because I don't care. I almost want to make my voice sound like Trina's, but I can't.
Oh,
I don't know.
Can't? Or the star?
I don't know. I said she's from where are they from?
Baltimore.
Baltimore meets Mississippi. I don't know. I can't. Her voice sends me, but yeah, we gonna get there. Yeah,
we gonna talk about that later in the show, and then we have a course coming up later in the show. It's our resident street correspondent Sunshine with the Sunshine Report, and she's the streets have been streeting, and I know a lot has been going on, so we got to talk about it. So make sure that you keep it locked here on Atlanta's Hot R&B station, Hot 92.3 on
iHeartRadio.
We're gonna start off the show with Chris. Oh, come on. You feeling your Tony Braxton
I was.
this morning.
I was. The Braxtons.
We're going to start off the show.
Actually, I'm feeling my Tamar because Tony pissed me off too. But go ahead.
All right, we're going to start off the show with her man, Christopher Maurice Brown, with Sensational, followed by Beyonce, Upgrade featuring Jay-Z, and then we'll be back. Yeah. Keep it locked. We'll be right back after these jams.
We'll be back.
I love the talk shows. I love the interaction.
You're in conversation with Chris Epps Presents. On Hot 92.3, your urban adult contemporary radio station. Now, back to more conversation with Chris Epps Presents. On Hot 92.3.
And we're back here on Atlanta's Hot R&B station, Hot 92.3 on
iHeartRadio.
All right, so let's go ahead and pivot and shift gears a little bit. And let's talk about some of these hot topics in these shows and what's going on. So the Braxtons.
Baby.
Here's a refined breakdown. If you haven't been following this season, here's a refined breakdown of the explosive moment that happened on October 31st, which was last Friday, and carried on over into this Friday episode, and then now it's airing on WeTV. So here's what went down. The sisters had a dinner, and it took a turn for the worse. During the family gathering, Tamar Braxton confronts her sisters about an alleged cease and desist order, setting the stage for high drama.
Please stand up, because these folks done piss me off.
All right, so digging deeper as she stands up, Tawanda Braxton accuses Tamar of sleeping with one of Tony Braxton's ex-partners.
But you gonna say why she accused her?
And a major allegation shift the entire tone entirely.
Because she was telling the truth and Tamar got mad. Go ahead.
And then Tony's alter ego, Tony loses her temper and introduces Tony Michelle, a persona she adopts amidst chaos. And the moment shows how the pressure is mounting. And then a full-blown physical altercation occurred somewhere when Tamar pulls Trina's Braxton's wig, kicks her, and while she's trying to intervene between the two sisters, her and Tony, because her and Tony was getting ready to get into a physical altercation, the sisters get in each other's faces, producers rush to separate them, etc., etc. And then Tammy's verbal assault. Tamar's curses Tawanda's children, accuses her sisters of jealousy, saying they need assistance mentally.
You better tell this story. You better tell this story.
And claims she's the only one telling the truth. And in the fallout of it all, Tawanda disinvites Tamar from her upcoming wedding, deepening the divide. Tamar is left more isolated than ever. And while the rest of the sisters seem to unify against her. So why this matters to the audience? Okay, you got anything to say on all of that I just gave a recap on?
Just my opinion.
Okay.
Just my opinion. So go ahead.
All right. So why it matters is real and raw. This isn't scripted glamour. This is siblings airing out wounds, grudges, legacy issues, and grief as the sisters lost their other sister, Tracy Braxton, in 2022 in front of the cameras. And family dynamics are at stake. The scene highlights how fame, money, legacy, and unresolved personal issues can rip apart even tightly knit families. That's why they say secrets kill. Okay? And culture and community reflection, many listeners will see echoes of family business in their own homes. The pride, the pain, the public versus the private self. And cross-media impact, the incident will ripple across social media feeds, talk radio as we're doing now, memes, commentary, meaning it's also content for you to lean into. So now let's flip the mic to you, Sunshine. If you had to pick a side, which sister are you riding with? Are you siding with Tamar, who says she's being real and honest, but across the line? But maybe cross the line, shall I say? Or are you with Tony, Tawanda, and Trina, who feel betrayed, disrespected, and standing their ground?
Notice that you just said Tony, Tawanda, and Trina against one person. Okay. So the initial dinner even came about because y'all were having to sit down about your mother, okay, who had got sick and ended up in the hospital.
Correct.
Tamar, now granted, and the only reason I understand her to a certain extent is because I'm a dramatic child. So when I deliver things dramatically, that's who I am. That's how I am. Some people can take it. Some people can't take it. And that's the bottom line. Okay. So when she came and she asked the question, first off, I'm offended at the fact that everybody else knows about what happened with my niece but me.
That part.
Everybody knows about what happened with my niece but me. So now that I have a big enough platform to actually have her come on, I'm going to. Because I remember my big sister saying, oh, we should have her on the show. For you to sit there in her face and say, I didn't say that, with the clip to follow 20 seconds later to say, if I'm wrong, I can say that I'm wrong. Because if I said that she can have her on the show, I mean, she could have. I just don't understand why. Here's the thing. Family secrets suck when you try to continue to have it as a secret. That man is dead. So even if you can't speak for him, speak for yourself because you were married to him. Bottom line, that's your niece. I have a problem with that. Secondly, Trina, you looked at that girl in the face and told her that you didn't know nothing about that cease and desist letter. She's looking at you like you're crazy because she knows for a fact that she wasn't going to say on national television, bitch, girl, I see your stuff. Now, Tawanda hit below the belt because she knew that Tamar was coming with too many facts when she hit her about, you've been using my credit card and you've been stealing from me, having your whole entire family's phone plan for the last 4 years on my stuff. And I didn't even know. And when I called you and asked you about it, it was an issue. But when I talk about it at the round table, Tony wants to say, oh, I thought we were helping our family. Yeah, helping and stealing is two different things. So I'm trying to figure out the facts of being the facts. So in order for y'all to break me down so bad, you had to go as my big sister and tell a spit shake that I probably never told anybody else during a pillow talk, which means you spit shook and told Trina, because if you paid attention to Trina's face, her eyebrows went out too, and she just sat back. Okay, now we don't know who the ex is because of course they blurred his mouth out. I mean, blurred his name out. But we knew
when she said, you probably think I'm effing, and she was Birdman, and that's when she said, you know, that's her husband.
For her to be wiping sweat off his forehead at the verses. Anyway, but you sat there and you hit below the belt because she was holding y'all accountable. Then you turn and you look in the camera and you say, mental health is real? Y'all said mental health is real. Y'all sat there and y'all broke that girl down all because she wanted to talk. So at this point, the crash out literally happened and we watched it unfold and it actually made me cry. And the reason it made me cry is because it went into her breaking down so bad that she had to tell her sisters that y'all were jealous of me. I was the ugly duckling. That's how y'all looked at me. I was the young one. I was married to this man who was just doing me dirty XYZ. Next thing you know, I got a career. Next thing you know, I'm big and I'm bad. Next thing you know, I got a new body. Y'all are jealous. It's always been Tony and the Braxtons. That's why you sat at that table and you said you don't want to mess with Tony Braxton, because you made it clear and you made it known as I'm the one. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. I'm the one that carry all of this. Even though our mama has a last name, I'm the one who's carrying all of this. So I'm on Tamar's side. I feel like it was lame as all get out. I'm glad the niece got what she needed to get out. And the gag is this, and I'm going to say this as a fighter as well because I'm with Tamar. If somebody jumps in my face in the heat of the moment, your sister jumped in your face for your other sister to come around and stop the fight because she's looking at Tony saying, you're too classy for this. Even though you jumped in my face, you too classy for something that you started. Trina, you come and you move me out the way. I don't give a damn if it was a push, a tush, or a push. Okay?
Y'all have to see the movement.
You literally touched your sister, which in return, once you pushed her back, she grabbed your hair and she kicked you. Why would you tell yourself that you didn't touch your sister when the clip followed back 20 seconds before?
But she wasn't touching her sister now to do any bodily harm.
No, she wasn't. But she was telling her to move out of the way. But at that moment, you should have stepped in between and looked straight at Tony. You didn't. You pushed her out the way.
So we're going to have to put a pin in this because we almost at time. I want to revisit this conversation because I have... I hear a lot of what you're saying, but I also think a lot is in also the the delivery of how you bring
Absolutely.
information.
She's dramatic.
And because of Tamar's dramatics, I think it escalated the situation versus being able to have a cohesive conversation. Plus, mounted by the fact that the sisters already have issues with her outside of this, and which was extremely evident. But listen, we're going to put a pin in that, and we're going to talk about it more. But coming up next in the next segment, she's here is our resident street correspondent, Sunshine, with the Sunshine Report. She doesn't make the tea, she just does what?
Boils the water, baby.
All right, so make sure that you keep it locked in Atlanta's Hot R&B station, Hot 92.3. And we're back on Atlanta's Hot R&B station, Hot 92.3.
iHeartRadio.
All right, y'all. She doesn't make the tea. She just boils the water. Here to bring us the latest celebrity news and gossip is our resident street correspondent, Sunshine, with the Sunshine Report. And Sunshine, get 'em.
Whistle. It's your girl Sunshine checking in, and today, per usual, let's just get into it. Now, I'm going to circle back around because y'all know I don't do too much about politics, but Chad, I'm going to go ahead and say a little something. Now, and this is a shout out to my Dixon brothers. I've loved them since we were all in school, from Clayton State to promoting parties to just being outside. Now they want everybody to be inside and they want to make a difference, and I love that. So Jonesboro, Georgia made history on November 4th. Cameron Dixon was elected to join the city council, serving alongside his brother, Councilman Alfred Dixon. First time ever in U.S. history where two brothers served together on the same city council. So I'm so proud of my boys. Love y'all so much. Saw y'all last night. We turned up. It was a very good time. Also, her name was not Abigail. It was Adalita.
Oh, okay.
Adalita Gribalaka. I have no idea how I said her name. I know I chopped and screwed it. Sorry, no T-Pain. But she was elected 43 days ago.
Uh-huh. And hasn't been sworn in by this corrupt House leader.
Because she's the final puzzle piece.
That would vote to release the Epstein files, which allegedly the current sitting White House resident is mentioned multiple hundreds of thousand times.
When I tell you it's a scary place to know that so many people are playing in our faces, boldly. Tell them to stop. At this point, like I said, stand on business. I don't care what you have to do. Stand on business. I'm going to stand on business for the Michael Jackson biopic. I used to be against it because at this point, the man has passed away. Leave him there, please. Y'all have done enough. Y'all have done enough. But I saw the trailer teaser for this one coming up, and I'm not going to hold you. This one might be a banger. Okay. This MJ might be a banger, so I might go ahead and do that, okay? Speaking of bangers, Big Sean and Janae, they broke up after 10 years. Now, normally, y'all know how I am because I love me a black man, but I will shade y'all because y'all get on my nerves bad. But I'm going to go ahead and be on Big Sean's side with this one, just in particular. Okay. So if you all know their story, they've been together 10 years. There's a child involved as well. She was asked about marriage. Mm-hmm. He said he's good on it. He feels as though that they're comfortable in where they are. Just about anybody that has a conversation when it comes to marriage and they're scared about it, they feel like it's going to mess up whatever they have going on. Realistically, you're talking about finances and emotions. Point blank, period, end of story. If it's not broke, don't fix it. However, every woman's dream is to be married, walk down the aisle, and just say, I do to the love of my life. You know, and to be honest with you, a lot of men want that too, but some don't. This is my take on it. There are so many people taking out Big Sean on the internet, right? Mm-hmm. I think we forgot how Janae met him. She was married. She's already walked down the aisle. She was dating Big Sean in the midst of her being with her husband. She got a tattoo of Big Sean's name on her. And then she boldly kissed him on the television set in front of the world to see while still married to that man. So maybe, hear me out, the same way they tell a woman, if that's how you got him, maybe he looked at the same thing with her. You were married and that's how easy it was for you to step off from your man. So how I know you're not going to do the same to me? And then he had to speak up because some random girl was in a podcast room that he was doing a live stream to, because there's a whole lot of live streams happening with Aiden Ross and Sexy Red, and then some girl walked in behind him. So now all of a sudden everybody thinks that he's dating this woman. He said he's not like that. he's hurt too. And this is one of those things where give them their time and give them their peace. But yeah, Janae, I just feel like you moved dirty and you just didn't win. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Now, I do hate that a child is involved because I really wanted y'all to make it. But yeah, y'all need to stop coming for Big Sean. Coily Ray and Justin LA Boy, the relationship we didn't know we needed. They're so cute together. I love them. And I actually hope that they work it out. I hope they work out. She just recently had a baby by Trippie Redd. A lot of people don't know who that is. That's fine. Keep it that way. Y'all don't have to know. Because I barely know. However, Justin LA Boy is the one who actually runs Justin LA Boy's page. And Coily Ray is Benzino's daughter. But it's such a cute story. I thoroughly enjoy it and I love it so much. I just said something about Aiden Ross with that live stream. If y'all remember, Antonio Brown got upset. I always say he threw a temper tantrum because that's Antonio. He threw a temper tantrum and he decided to fire shots. You heard it here with a gun, not a BB, a real one. And now he's on trial for murder. I mean, because I don't know if anybody ended up dead, but it was attempted murder.
Did you see the video footage of that?
Like, why would you? What's wrong with you? But he's posted the last 2 weeks on Instagram, God is good and God has me.